Hello everyone and welcome into today's video where we are checking out Fantom again for some major updates, what has been happening in the past couple of weeks. And also we will check out a quick 2021 recap and my thoughts about Fantom for 2022. And also we will check out the price charts as always. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, here is the 2021 recap, so I will pick out just the major points from this, starting with the daily transactions. So there was a huge increase of over 18,500% of daily transactions at the end of 2021, and also a huge increase of almost 30,000% in unique addresses, which I think was reflected in the price increase of Fantom as well. However, there was quite a lower increase in daily active users, or we can say daily active addresses, still an increase of almost 300% despite the slight decline from September 2021 towards the end of the year. However, those data are only available since May 1st, 2021, so we don't have a full comparison to the January of 2021 like the previous ones. And then we have the total value locked, which is the total amount on this particular blockchain, and in 2021 it grew to about $7 billion. However, I would stop here for a little bit and check out CoinGecko, where they state that the total value locked is around $100 million, so that's quite a bit less. And we can see that the market cap is about $7 billion, so I'm a little bit confused here whether the Fantom team here means the actual market cap of Fantom, or that CoinGecko has some wrong information here. If the total value locked was indeed only $110 million, I don't think that's a huge deal, mainly because Fantom is mainly about being a smart contract platform which other projects can use to easily scale their solutions. However, if the total value is about 7 billion, as they say on the Fantom webpage, that would mean that the ratio between TVL and the market cap is actually very close to 1-to-1, which usually suggests that it is very near a fair price. So that would be quite interesting. We can see that this market cap of almost $7 billion puts Fantom to a spot number 27 among other altcoins, actually very close to Uniswap, for example. So we can see that Uniswap has fallen in market cap quite a lot in 2021, I guess. But back to this recap of 2021, we have also each individual month here with the most important achievements. However, I won't go through all of them because we've pretty much covered the most important ones previously on the channel, but it is here in this article at one place. If you missed something, I would point out this Coinbase support in September. That was, I think, quite major one. And also here you have some very nice overview of ecosystem spotlights from DeFi section and also NFT and metaverse section, what they are partnering up with, etc. And now for the general update, we have basically a January update. If we skip this 2021 recap, which we've just did, and one of the major news here is that the mainnet FTM now is supported by Binance US. So another exchange started to support mainnet FTM, so that's quite huge. And also I found out on Twitter that FTX on the 18th of January also added support for Fantom mainnet, so another major exchange. So that's quite a big news for January 2022, starting the year quite strong. And they've now also added multi-chain, cross-chain swaps for Fantom. So now you can, for example, swap USDC on Binance chain to FTM on Fantom. Next, Binance now also supports FTM as a collateral for loans, so you can now borrow money against your FTM holdings. Then from some more institutional side, we have Arab Bank Switzerland adding FTM custody and brokerage, which I think is pretty cool. And with this, I think we can jump straight into the price charts. We have first the Fantom in relation to the US dollar, where we can see some new developments since the last video. Previously, we've mainly talked about this downtrending resistance, which now has been overcome, and it means that there is only one last resistance in the side, which is this horizontal resistance, after which there is a lot of free space for the price to move. And we can see that probably a lot of investors are looking at this horizontal resistance line now, because there has been previously multiple tags off of this line, and also recently at the beginning of 2022 and just a couple of days ago here. So the price is struggling a little bit at the moment. There was a higher high, however the momentum down here on MACD stayed pretty much flat, but at this time there is still quite a lot of momentum here, so it will be interesting to watch if the price will be able to overcome this resistance and make some successful backtests. For a better picture, we also check out Fantom to Bitcoin ratio, where we can see that the price is staying in very much a strong bull trend at the moment. It is overperforming Bitcoin quite nicely if we look at the total performance in the past pretty much 2 years now. The overall structure is pretty bullish for Fantom in comparison to Bitcoin. However, we are now approaching this upper resistance over here, so that could maybe suggest that we are approaching the time where it's much more favorable to hold Bitcoin than Fantom, where this ratio could go sideways a little bit off of this last resistance, which is quite strong. We've seen a couple of reversals here in the past couple of years. And again, as with the price in US dollars, we have a higher high in this ratio. However, on the momentum indicator, it stays pretty much flat. So that suggests some more selling pressure at those levels. And not that many people are willing to buy Fantom at those levels in comparison to Bitcoin. So maybe here from this price charts in relation to the US dollar, it is not that obvious at the first sight. However, here in the Bitcoin ratio, we can see that maybe we are getting closer to some reversal point on Fantom. For sure, it has been performing really well in the past couple of days. In just about a month, it rose over 150%, almost 170% at one point. So maybe there will be a phase of some kind of consolidation, which I think there is a quite high probability if we stay below this resistance in the US dollars. However, the overall trend of Fantom is very much bullish. We are inside this huge price channel going upwards, as I mentioned previously. So all in all, for 2022, Fantom looks quite strong. However, there might be some more interesting projects with even more upside for 2022. So for that, you can subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any new projects and crypto tokens which will be covered on this channel in the future. And with this, I thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!